Hey everybody, Goldie here, and today we are taking a look at the chase character for the Undead Uprising month-long contest. And we saw Dominic as our freebie, so it makes sense. Rey Mysterio is our chase. And we all know that zombies and Masters of the Universe and mutants are how we get away with having somebody short and acrobatic as a powerhouse, or an Undertaker as an acrobat. Yes, Rey Mysterio, Mascara de la Muerte, otherwise known as Mask of the Dead in Espanol, is a powerhouse. And don't he look like it? The mask kind of looks like a Trojan helmet with the red, but I'm not about to make guesses and be disrespectful to the culture that I know nothing about. So we'll leave it at that. That was first glance, though. And yeah, let's take a look at him. And on the count of three, I want everyone to breathe a massive sigh of relief. Okay, 1, 2, 3. And the reason we are doing that is because he's not chaotic. He is aggressive. So won't be completely fighting for that spot with Kevin Owens and Mutant Seth. But he is a modern era aggressive powerhouse. Coachability, similar to what Dominic's is, but for green gems. So if you don't have Razor, this is probably not the chase to skip. People shouldn't be skipping chases anyways, but that's a different conversation for another day. 26,000 talents. So unfortunately, that is 6-star. Moves and gems, including traps, countdowns, and juggernauts that generate green gems, will create 3 more green gems, but also increase kickout damage done by gems by 10%. So fortunately, you get that kickout damage boost at 9k, and then you can slowly, build him from there. But again, if you don't have Razor, Powerhouse Ray, and then Hall of Fame Scott Hall, those would be your 2 options at coach. Definitely not one to skip if you are in that boat. Links. Zombies, 20% more health. The Mysterio family, gems do 50% more damage. Modern era, gems do 5% more damage. And just the 1 set of gear. So I have 3 builds I'm going to show, and 2 that I am going to talk about. The first build I'm going to show is available at 3-star. It includes the finisher and double black. So head goes pop, I guess West Coast pop, head goes pop. 10 MP finisher. Deal 389,619 damage. Choose 8 gems to destroy and pin the opponent. Black 1, the 667. We went over this in the Dom preview. I won't do it twice. Deal 83,654 damage and make 7 blast gems into red gems. And Black 2, Death from Above, 6 MP, deal 84,017 damage, and make the middle row into blast gems. So this is the build I'm going to show, but I do want to mention that this is also an option at 3-star, and this would be if your opponent has Black MP. You can use the Rusty Head Scissors, 6 MP, deal 154,309 damage, and steal up to 7 MP from each of your opponent's black moves. So that is an alternate 3-star build. And while I'm thinking of it, yeah, I have the black moves reversed. Not that it matters because both of them are unlocked at 3-star, but I still, for the sake of accuracy, I'll put them in their proper orders. So Death from Above is black 1, and the 667 is black 2. So 2-star, 3-star. Entourage for this build, Going to try to keep this preview free to play approved, and then I'll run it back with some more stuff. But Striker Woods for more Black MP. I'm going to use Powerhouse Batista for 50% more damage to the finisher, plus an extra red MP just for a bonus. Typhoon for more red and blast gem damage, and then Santa Hogan for any color gems do 2200 more damage. For the belts, I'm actually going to make a switch while I'm thinking of it. No, I'm not. Never mind. I'm going to keep the Blue Bomber. Just because he's a blast gem guy. Not enough to constitute the Titan plate, so don't get your hopes up. But we are going to run Full Fury. I know how to find it. There it is. 133% metal for the finisher, and Blue Bomber, 50% chance to create 2 random blasts each time you use a signature move or swipe a gem. If you don't have that, Chaotic Blast, 2 words for you, any kind of board destruction plate. You could use a Viper's Strike that I was considering earlier, but I feel like this is going to be the one that pays off the most just because of Mr. Typhoon here giving us the double damage. If you have Showboat JBL, you might want to consider using him as well for more gem damage. But let's see what the Mask of Death has for us. Also, shout out to the fiery dumpster in the background. Okay, let's just take that. And thankfully didn't cascade into black match. So Death from Above makes the middle row into blast gems. And the Titan plate is triggered by 8 blast gems, so the board being 7x7 is not beneficial in that case. But we can still look, we're doing 19k on our reds, and then the blast gem damage brings us to 22,000. We're going to turn all of those red with the 667. I'm basically going to take out these 3 rows and then any kind of cascade that happens afterwards. Pick out of that easily enough. And then head goes pop, so we're up to 1 million damage with our metal and our Batista. And these being 6 MP, ready to go on the next turn. Don't really need it, so we're just going to do a bunch of cascading, maybe break some reds. See what we can come up with here. That's going to drop, that's going to drop. And then we'll take the red and black. I was going to say maybe it keeps them down. 1.3 mil seems to have done that. So fairly straightforward. Might have a bit of an issue recycling if you don't have enough black gems on the board when you hit the finisher. Oh god, he does that thing. Okay. He's one of those zombies. Got it. So that is the 3-star build. Let's see what he's got at 4-star. 4-star build is going to bring in both of the blue moves. So blue 1, the zombie attack, is a 7 MP submission. Generate 20 random submission gems and do 114,666 damage for 3 turns. While submission gems are on the gem board, remaining submission gems turn into blast gems. And the Springboard Body Bag, 6 MP, deal 74,305 damage and choose a 3x2 area to swap into red gems. Gonna run this alongside the finisher again. Minimal changes to the setup. We're going to swap Striker Woods for Trickster Lawler for blue MP instead of black. And that's literally the only change. The belt is staying exactly the same. I do want to point out, Scopely, I have mentioned this a couple times in my previews, this would be the time for a submission plate that boosts red and blue gems after the sub. Just throwing it out there. You could call it we already have a Mysterio mask plate. The Unloved Sun plate? The Judgment plate? I don't know. But this is the time. This is when we need it because it would greatly benefit this build. I'm gonna keep the blue bomber on for now, but Unloved Sub plate, zombie, Unloved Zun. I'll shut up now. Let's see what the 4-star build does. So again, I don't have tour perks, so things are going to be a turn or two slower. That doesn't mean the character sucks. That just means I don't have perks. Let's go ahead and... yeah, let's do that. Pew pew. Pew pew. 3D chess, y'all. 3D chess. And then springboard body bag. We don't need to do anything fancy with this. Just toss it in the corner. Try not to cascade. Excellent. Random blast gems from the blue bomber plate. And then zombie attack. Gonna put out a bunch of random blasts. You could use Sika as a coach to reduce the turns if you want to leave the blast gems on the board. That is also an option. And then head goes pop, million damage. And basically make sure that whenever you select a blast gem, it chains to other stuff. So that gets those. That is going to get that, those, and that, and that, and that, and that. Excellent. Swag. Okay. Do that. And that should cover all of our red and blue. That is an excellent spread, I must say. Bloop. Now, if the Titan plate worked on that, chef's kiss. But it doesn't, so we need that sub plate for red and blue gems. Again, please make it happen at Scopely. Cool. 4-star build done. Let's see how fun the 5-star build is. 5-star build is a slight variation. Instead of the finisher, we're going to run the 5-star move, which is the Split Head Moonsault, 7 MP. Deal 85,997 damage and make 10 random gems into 2-turn Juggernaut gems. That will increase your blue gem damage by 40% for 2 turns on every countdown turn, and make 2 random gems into blue gems at the end of the countdown. So, 10 Juggernaut gems as opposed to the 1 we have been seeing. That is insane. For the entourage, I'm going to do double MP because I don't have tour perks and I want to attempt to accurately reflect how this is going to go. So Lawler and Tech AJ. I'm going to keep Typhoon and Santa because I do want to keep it kind of free to play as well. I will do a run it back tag video where I showcase Zombie Dominic's coach abilities, so you'll want to be sure to watch that. And belt is staying the same, and let's start stacking some damage. So what's important here is to charge this move. This is probably not going to be perfect. Well, shit. I was gonna say, get play for a red wild card that doesn't cascade. Toss these bad boys out. Now I'm terrified. So I want this extra turn. No. No. Maybe? No, because that's... Oh, God. Oh, the board is scary. It's scary. PogChamp. PogChamp. Let's go. All right. We did it. And then hit the sub. Again, the red and blue subplate would be clutch here, but it's fine, we'll live. And here come the big bada booms, because the entire board, almost. Bloop. 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 PogChamp. 2.5 mil. $2.5 mil. Not bad for a free-to-play entourage, hey? All right, that's the 5-star build. Let's talk about the 6-star build and conclude the preview. So as content creators, we're not at the point where we're receiving superstars at 6-star yet because there are no opponents and it's still fairly new for a lot of people. But I do want to point out his 6-star move. The Grim Reaper Rana. Again, the portal hasn't updated yet. I really wish they would put the move charges here just so we'd have a rough idea. But it's going to be deal X amount of damage. This is a level 1 value. And choose X number of rows to turn into multiply gems of strength X. No idea how that scales. But at 6-star, what you could do is a triple black build, where you make the middle row into blast gems, and then you use the Grim Reaper Rana to put the multiply gems around the blast gems. Use the 667 to turn the blast gems red, and then blow up the other multiply gems. And you could do that with the Dominator's Drip plate that would give you 7 random multiply gems every time you use a black move. So looking into the future a little bit, that build sounds really fun. It'd be interesting to see how this scales, but I see that as being a viable 6-star build. Just because I see it happening doesn't mean it's actually going to happen. Stop trying to make fetch happen. It's never going to happen. But that does seem fun. You could also use the MP Steel with it too if you wanted to. But that is going to conclude our first look at Rey Mysterio, Mascara de la Muerte. Again, Mask of Death. To reiterate, he is the Razor replacement coach. 1 less green gem. It's going to take eons to get him to 6 bronze, so at least focus on getting him 5 silver for those 2 extra green gems. Run him alongside Hall of Fame Hall as your coaches. And voila. 2 halves make a whole Razor, I guess. Lynx, zombies, 20% more health. Mysterio family gems do 50% more damage. Modern era gems do 5% more damage. Again, aggressive, not chaotic. Thank the Lord above. And let me know what you think. Again, zombies is kind of how we get classes for people that have no right being in that class, hence powerhouse, right? But let me know what you think in the comments of this video. What do you think of a father-son chase? I mean, Eddie's his dad, but that's a different conversation. What do you think of the new Rey Mysterio? I'm sorry, Iron Sheik 84. I don't know what you did to piss Furbo off, but the weenie in a mask is now zombified. Let me know anything else in the comments of this video. How would you run him? How badly do you want him? Do you need him for his coach? Do you need him because he'd be your best powerhouse? Hit me up in the comments. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch. Be sure to like, share with your friends, and subscribe so you're notified when my next gameplay video comes out. Thank you again for watching, and thank you for being a friend.